Good morning, my little fur baby fanatics. I've really got to come up with another name for you guys. That one's too long. Anyway, as we get closer and closer to those warm, sunshiny days, we're going to want to make sure that our little boys and girls are cool and comfy. I've already written a blog about the benefits of cooling dog beds, and within that one, I did provide a few suggestions, but I've gone even deeper into my research, and now I'm back to give you my list of the top 5 cooling dog beds. Are you guys ready? All right, we'll start with number 5. Number 5 is the Amazon Basics Elevated Cooling Pet Bed. Um, Within my top 5 waterproof dog beds blog, I did include the Coolaroo pet bed. The Coolaroo is basically the same thing as as this one here. However, this one is a few dollars cheaper. So this one doesn't come in a variety of colors like the Coolaroo, but it does come in 3 different sizes, so make sure you're checking those dimensions before you add it to your cart. I always say that because I am one for always buying something that I don't check the size and then I get it and I'm like, well, this isn't what I ordered, and it certainly was. So make sure you go ahead and check that, guys. All right, so let's focus on this bed. Anyway, due to the type of fabric, that's used in designing this cooling bed. It's super breathable. It helps to keep dogs cool. It's a mesh fabric and the air just like is able to come through super easy. Here's a little close-up photo so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I also like the fact that it sits more than 7 inches off the ground, so you get a nice airflow. And another big plus is that you can just spray it down to wash it. I don't know about you guys, but when my Mastiff goes outside to play, she will find every bit of dirt she possibly can find and roll in it over and over again. Speaking of my Mastiff, I did mention this in my waterproof dog bed blog, where I had the Coolaroo bed. When my Mastiff went to get on it, it slid and she freaked out. So, you know, if you have one of those like skitsy dogs like I do that, you know, gets afraid of things, you might want to consider that. But then again, my Mastiff's a big baby. Um, if yours is too, just make sure you put it on a non-skid surface or get those non-skid mats that go under the area rugs. I wish I would have thought of that before I donated it to the Humane Society. Although it was a good cause, so that's okay. And she probably would not have gotten back up on it again. Oh, remember too to check the weight limit on these beds. Each of these, each size, they have a different weight limit. For example, the small bed has a weight limit of 90 pounds and the large one has a weight limit of 150 pounds. So keep an eye on that when you're choosing your bed during checkout. All right, so of course, you know, simple assembly required, not too bad with that one. Great bed. All right, let's move on to number 4. Now, this is for Dog Bed for Less. I come across a lot of their beds. They get amazing reviews on Amazon. They're definitely doing something right. I'm going to be starting out with one of the best features of this cooling dog bed. The memory foam is gel infused, and it's actually temperature regulated, so it won't always only keep them cool during those summer months. It's going to keep them warm in the winter months too. So how like great is that? Like seriously. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have denim jeans that are ancient and they're still holding up. So what does that have to do with this bed? I will tell you, the removable washable zipper enhanced cover is made of 100% cotton jeans denim. This dog bed is made to last. There's no doubt about that. Let's see, another thing, let's see, comes in 7 different sizes. I mean 7, like that's crazy. The smallest one is only $59.95. So if you have been shopping like real quality dog beds, you know that is an awesome price for a cooling dog bed. And not only are you getting a cooling dog bed, but you're getting a memory foam orthopedic cooling dog bed. Great deal. The memory foam inside this one is hypoallergenic, high density, top rated, and flatten proof. Is that even a word, flatten proof? Well, it is now. What I mean by that is that it won't flatten over time like cheap memory foam does. Kind of like the memory foam, the mattress pad that I bought for my bed. Yeah, that. Last but certainly not least, it does have a waterproof liner and 2 external covers. All right, and I know I didn't mention this in the beginning. I'm going to put the links for all these beds below, so don't worry about writing down the names or anything like that, okay? Or in the description, I'll put the links for them. All right, moving on to number 3. Normally, I would not include a mat in my top 5 dog bed list. However, this one is made by Dog Bed for Less. It's a memory foam dog bed mat, and it is of such great quality that it deserves to be in this list. And not to mention, the price can't be beat. The large size is only $39.95, and that's basically unheard of when you're looking for cooling dog beds. And it actually comes in 5 different sizes. The first awesome thing about this bed is the quality. It's high quality, waterproof, SBR rubber anti-slip bottom. So not only will it stay in place, it'll protect your floor, your carpet from any accidents or anything like that. And it's also good if your fur baby has their favorite bed and they just don't want to part with it, or you just don't want to part with it. You could put this one right on top and it stays right in place. All right, so let's talk about the memory foam in this baby. This cooling bed has a 4-pound density rating, which it promotes better sleep, promotes healthy joints, ensures durability, and it's also treated with a ultra flesh antimicrobial treatment, and that helps in aiding resistance to mold and mildew and stuff like that. So that's super important for those of us living like me in Florida, those hot, muggy days. And last but not least for this one, it is stain, dirt, and wrinkle resistant, and it's also machine washable. We like that kind. All right, moving on to number 2. How can we not love this one, huh? It seems as though elevated pet beds are like all the rage right now. Dog owners everywhere are buying them up, and they're all getting really, really good reviews. Now this one made number 2 not only because it's an elevated pet bed, but because the replacement covers are just awesome. I'm all about variety and selection, so this one did the trick for me. That's not all. A huge part of why this one made number 2 is the fact that the company that makes them is called 2Pet, and they donate a portion of their sales to various pet shelters and charities, and I just think that's awesome. I make sure that companies that do that make my list because I think that's just fantastic. All right, moving on. Just like the Amazon Basics elevated cooling bed that I just talked about, this one is raised 7 inches also, which gives you a nice airflow. The assembly is super easy, as you can see. So it's easy to take on trips, camping, and stuff like that. It won't be a major to-do. I also wanted to point out with these elevated pet beds that it helps to keep mites, insects, and all that yucky stuff away from your baby. Let's see, what else about this one? In addition to the color choices, you also have your choice of size, so make sure you're checking the dimensions before adding it to your cart. The small elevated bed is only $19.31. I mean, really? Sorry guys, had to take a sip of water. I'm about to cough. I think I'm getting sick again. That's a super, super, super good price for an elevated pet bed. Number 1, iComfort Sleeper Sofa Pet Bed with Dual Action Cool Effects. Yeah, they did. Tell me this is not the absolute perfect bed for number 1. I am in absolute love with this bed. Not only does it offer the best in cooling action, it just looks awesome like in your house. Like it's perfect. This bed has Cool Action Dual Effects Memory Foam. It not only keeps your baby cool, it offers pressure relieving comfort for even the bigger babies. And it comes in 2 sizes. It only comes in 2 colors, but they are really, really, really complimentary colors. They're gray and tan. I also have to say that I love the fact that the cover on this one is removable and machine washable. And you usually don't find them removable covers on those lounger sofas, so that was a big plus. All right, so that's it, guys. We finally made it to number 1. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 picks for the cooling dog beds. For those of us that are looking for a little bit something different than what I've selected, I will put a link for all cooling dog beds below, so you could go ahead and take a look. Other than that, I do hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye.